Hey there! So today we have another review. This is a beer from Anderson Valley. It's actually a brewery that's actually been relatively strongly distributed from what I've noticed at Total Wine, but I haven't really picked much up, partially because I don't really have a canning date, and then actually probably that. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna go. If you guys want it, I'm gonna go out of my way trying to find some more Anderson Valley for you guys. For a classic brewery that was definitely hugely around when I got into craft beer, and I mean, like the Goza was huge, their IPA, oatmeal stout, just like still around, which is pretty cool. So this is huge Arker. So with this, I would imagine they would have done. Jesus, what's going on here? Sorry, apologies. Nigel's like jumping around with the water bowl. So you would have thought they would have done a like rebranding or something. Like this is very bland of a label. Like we're in 2023. Like you got to do a little bit more. For sure. And they do a little bit more. They've actually rebranded their boxes and a bunch of their cans, but for some reason this hasn't been rebranded. So this is a bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. 12 ounces in the barrel. Actually, now I think of it, like it really needs a revamp. Like, and I believe this used to be in Bombers. Yeah, actually, when I worked at retail back in like 2016, our favorite rep was actually the Anderson Valley rep, which was actually really cool. Just like it's crazy to see the differences in like your brewery reps, like the quality of workmanship between that job. So anyway, shout out to you. I forgot your name, but if you're in Long Island, New York City territory, if you're listening to this, shout out to you, my guy. So the beer is, how's it look? Yeah, pretty dark, pretty dark. Yeah, that's black. I can see a little bit edge on the glass. I got my nice Spiegelau, kind of like a Bourbon County style. Yeah, I think the Bourbon County glass was actually this glass with the logo on it. I think I lost or broke it, so really, I do like having this glass now. I have it clean finally, so I have no nucleation sites. It comes with a really nice kind of medium tan head. On the aroma, pretty nice. I mean, you get a little bit of sharpness of the bourbon, which is quite tasty. Sharpness, you get vanilla oak. Um, that's kind of like char character, uh, dark chocolate, espresso bean. A lot of like chocolate covered espresso bean. Um, Definitely strong bourbon character. Some like toasted caramel, a little bit of burnt sugar, brown sugar, brown sugar, burnt molasses. A little bit of burnt flavor in there too, but not too strong. Pretty nice. Smells pretty good. Yeah, and the price point on this guy's great. It's like I think four pack of this guy's like 16 versus the price of like a single 16 milliliter of or 17 mil or 17 ounce, sorry, of Bourbon County's like around the same price, 14, right? Okay, so that immediately reminds me of one of the more disjointed ones, but pretty good. Reminds me a little bit of the last beer actually sort of that I really enjoyed that sort of tastes like this would be the Lagunitas Wiltized. That had like a KBS thing going on. This is weaker than that in quality, but pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. I mean, for the price point, you're definitely crushing on this one. I think basically like we're going towards 40 ounces. The price around the same. Is Bourbon County three and a half, not quite four, 3.5 times better than this? No way. So you go with this guy. And by the way, this is 15.5%. 5. Like this is huge, and really hides his character quite well. Like when we're talking about beers this big, it's like it goes like a lot of some of the classics, KBS included. It goes like Parabola, and then like Bourbon County's right there, and then and then it's like 14, 15, and shoot up to like Black Tuesday, which I believe is like 19. This is actually above Bourbon County. It's like punching above that weight, and it drinks quite well. Mm. We're talking about um, nice fudgy, a little bit of burnt marshmallow flavor. Nice kind of this beer has a nice earthiness to it, which is pretty interesting. Um, the malts ride pretty medium-ish. They don't have a big canvas and complexity. It gets kind of like a little bit soily character, a little bit of like crunchy brownie in the middle, big boozy notes on the back end, vanilla rides. alcohol expresses itself. Um, but I mean, it makes sense. Like there's a huge waft of ethanol, but it is almost like a point, about point 0.5 or point above Bourbon County. Definitely doesn't have the complexity of that beer. Um, Again, I always talk about like bourbon barrel aged beers, like whether the barrel and the beer have merged together or they taste like I've done like Eagle Rare with a Imperial Stout and just mix it too, and like you sort of get a little bit of this. I will be fair. You get a little bit of this going on, but I've had worse examples. So maybe I was saying high praise in the first impression. It is a little bit of that kind. It does have a little bit of that disjointed, like it tastes like an Imperial Stout where you've added bourbon to it. Ideally, you sort of can't think of where the beer and the barrel ends, right? That's the sort of goal where it's like where are we at? But here, like you sort of see a little bit of that, if that makes any sense. Like the analogy wouldn't be like this, but it's sort of like this. So instead of like this, I try I throw all kinds of weird analogies, and I always hope some kind of visual or reference or something can catch on to make some sense, and that's always my goal. But that's how I try to express and explain beers. As I talk more, the earthiness tends to ride. I don't know what that is. It's a little bit like dark chocolate, but it has a little bit of this kind of like, you know what? It could be acrid. I think it's a little bit acrid. It just has this like a little bit, maybe smoky, but like burnt flavor, like little, not quite smoky, but burnt. Brown sugar up front, a little bit of molasses, um, sharp. Yeah, residual sweetness is lacking. So first impression was great or good to great, but now as I wait more, it really needs more oomph to it. Like it really. Now you're at the point where like you're talking about a world class beer that you paid $14 for one attempt at. Oh, actually no, good example. This is a good example. There you go. This I believe retails for. Hmm, I believe it retails for something like $40, and this retails for 4 pack 16. So yes, I would go this way. Well, obviously, I didn't completely love this barrel treatment, which was the what was it, HH Hemhill. I didn't love it, but this I would definitely pay for. This is a specialty item. You spend money, have a high ABV beer, go with this. This is sort of like if your introduction to bourbon barrel aged beer and you're not quite sure if you're gonna like it. Sure, even then, introduction, knock your socks off, right? Like pay premium money, get the good stuff, knock your socks off, get the good stuff. Here, I mean, I don't really know what it does. Like a little bit of dry fig, a little bit of dark raisin in there, um, but it is big. It's a little too big for its own sake. Where it really needs a little bit more residual sweetness, where it has this kind of like the barrel's just dominating the beer. Like it really needs a little bit more oomph. Um, they probably built a beer that didn't plan on sitting in barrels because when you again, you can't buy like County or Goose Island County Brown Stout, the non-bourbon barrel aged version. It doesn't exist. Like that beer is not meant to be sold. Like it just doesn't exist. Like they make it, but you can't buy it. I don't know if it is in brew pub or anything, but this is like a beer brewed to be in a barrel. I fairly certain that Anderson Valley makes Imperial Stout and they just threw it in a barrel, which is not the way to make bourbon barrel aged beer, at least from what I understand it. Strongly from what I understand from a lot of brewers talking about the beer. So, what do we get? Even the head, like like the head is like quite light. Like, the beer just looks light. Like I shouldn't be seeing this in the light. Like I'm looking at it, it almost has brownish hue to it. Like it's just not dark and big enough a beer to hold up to the barrel. That's her rating. It's quite tasty, but um, you really have to like your beers. I think for most people, it's too aggressive. Doesn't have enough balance to it. It's just jagged, boozy, not enough like really nice kind of like desserty, rich, sweet adjectives to hold up to this kind of like lightly milk chocolatey, semi-sweet chocolatey beer that has a lot of rich barrel character. You get nice vanilla notes, but and some brown sugar and all that fun stuff, but it just doesn't have like enough like complexity to hold up to the barrel. So it's remaining. Let's go with a 85. 85. That is huge Arker from Anderson Valley. It is good beer, but it's not great beer. Unless you're dropping a little bit more. No, I think it's good. 85 is the strongest score. I think I went with that one, the Hem Hill, that I didn't really like, something like 9 something, but yeah, I think I need to drop down a little bit more. Let's go with it. Yeah, I think 85 strong. 85 strong. Huge Arker, Anderson Valley. Post a comment below and let me know if you are an Anderson Valley fan. Look forward to reviewing more beer for you guys because it comes down here somehow for some reason. Cheers.